Let's take a look at some use cases for each type of loop and compare their advantages. For the first example, we need to compute the sum of all numbers from 1 to a given number, and we have to use the while loop. So let's have a current number that is equal to 1, because we need to compute the sum of all numbers from 1 to a given number. And let's name the given number limit equal 10. Now to store the sum, let's initialize sum with 0. So what we need to do is to have a while loop, and while the current number is less than the limit, we need to add the current number to the sum. Then increment the current number, and do that while the current number is less than or equal to the limit. So while current number is less than or equal to limit. So while 1 is less than 10. We already know we need to increment the current number, so let's do that first. And above that, we need to add the current number to the sum. So sum is equal to sum plus current number. Or we can do plus equals. Now let's print the sum. And let's run the program. Node index.js. And the sum is 55, which is correct. Let's try another one from 1 to 2, which means 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. So what we did was 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus ... plus the limit. And in the first step, the current number was 1. We added it to the sum, then we incremented the current number and checked the first condition at each step. And in the end, we printed the number. Now let's continue with the second example. So count from a starting number until a target number is reached, meaning we have to print all of the values from the initial number to the end number. We can have a start number that is 5 and an end number which is 15, for example. Now let's use a do while. So do while. Now we can create a third variable called current number, which is equal to start number in the beginning, increment the current number until it reaches the end number, and then that's it. But we can also increment the start number without using the current number. So let's do that. Print the start number, increment the start number, and then check, is the start number less than or equal to end number? If it is, then do this again. So we print 5, we increment it, is 6 less than 15, okay, print it again, and so on. So let's try that, and let's comment this one. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 until 15. Okay, and the last exercise is print the multiplication table of a given number using a for loop. So that means 7 times 1 is 7, 7 times 2 is 14, and so on until 7 times 9, which is 63. So with that in mind, let's initialize the number to 7. And then let's have a for loop for let I equal 1, I less than 10, which means the last number that we check is 9, or we can do less than or equal to 9. If you can understand this better, I++, and then print console log number times I. Let's comment this one, and let's run the program. So 7, 14, 21, and so on till 63. Let's do this until 10, and from 0. Let's try that again. And it works. We can also try this with 9, for example. And everything works fine. So in this example, we use the for loop because we know the exact number of iterations from 1 to 10 or from 0 to 10. We loop through the multiplication table of the given number and print the result for each iteration.